Hello y'all, I am back again for another video, and this video is going to be about my opinion of the only medication that will work and that has worked for psychopathy. And it's not a pill. And I'm going to walk you through my experiences and what I've seen and heard to provide you some sort of proof of how the spiritual realm affects psychopathy. I have noticed a pattern. Even when I had an undiagnosed psychopath in my own home, the very beginning, before the psychopathy got really out of hand, the individual spoke against the Lord, started saying, I don't think there is a Lord. I don't think demons are real. Basically discounting the total spiritual universe. How are you going to believe that there's good and not acknowledge that there's evil when we witness it and see it every day? So there's another situation recently where I was talking to someone very close to me, and this individual is going through the same thing, being around someone that has traits of psychopathy, which means they have traits of being a psychopath. And guess what this individual is doing? Watching shows of someone telling them that there may not be no Lord. Do you see the pattern here? So this individual is spiraling out of control, and the psychopathic traits and tendencies are getting worse and worse, just as in what I saw with the undiagnosed psychopath that was in my own home. So the things that will happen when they start to believe or convince themselves that there is no Lord or no God or no Most High. And of course, if they're going to do that, they're going to discount any prophet that ever could have came about, including Jesus Christ. Okay? So they're not even going to believe that Yeshua or Jesus will be coming back. They're not going to believe any of that. And I guess from what I studied, Yeshua would be the Hebrew name for Jesus, y'all. So that's why I mentioned that. I'm not no Israelite or anything like that. I just feel like Jesus had to have had another name other than just Jesus. I mean, it's just common sense, right? So there's a turning against the universe or the Lord before all of the violent traits of psychopathy comes out of this person. So I don't know what they tell these people in the psychiatrist's office, but I truly believe that there is one main medication for anyone that has psychopathy. And that one medication is the complete submission and obedience to some sort of biblical reference that tells you to do good things, that tells you not to be angry, not to be cruel, to be faithful to your husband or wife. Many psychopaths take nothing because they sometimes say, from what I've heard, that medications only make the condition worse. I mean, look at all the other people that's being put on all these psych meds. They're shooting up schools. They're becoming active shooters. One gentleman that was put on some medications, he just stabbed his baby mama or the mother of his child 100 times and threw his own 2-year-old in the water for the alligators to eat. I mean, this is the side effect of medication. in the pill form. That's what I mean, medication in the pill form. But the only medication that can save any psychopath, this is just my belief. I have a right to my belief. Because I've watched them, I've heard them turn against the Lord. And then I see their consequence of when they spiral out of control. The only medication for a psychopath is not a pill. It's not necessarily prison or jail time. It is them coming to a conclusion that yes, there is more in the universe than just myself and other human beings. There is a spiritual world. And in order for my condition, or for the psychopath's condition to get better, they have to completely submit to the Lord. I'm convinced of it. It's almost like when you're around psychopaths, it's like they have this good side, right? But then this bad side is repeatedly coming to the surface. And then over time, they're just completely destroyed. Whether it be their alcoholism gets out of control, they're just destroyed. Not just destroying themselves, but destroying others. And I believe the diagnosis itself, under the cluster B personalities in the DSM, of referring to somebody as a psychopath, it's very legitimate. However, most psychiatrists are on the right road when they don't prescribe them many medications. Some of them have like insomnia, so they're given medications to help them sleep, because insomnia is very dangerous. If you're just going like hours and hours and days without appropriate sleep, that's no good for the psychopath. However, outside of that, from what I've studied on, a lot of psychopaths will not be prescribed any other ongoing medications from their psychiatrist or psychologist. A lot of times, they're just recommended to have therapy, talk therapy. Even the serial killers that go to prisons, a lot of times the therapy is talk therapy, it's not medication. Because like I said earlier, the only medication for psychopathy is faith and belief in the Lord. I truly believe this. And maybe a lot of psychopaths that do fall in the hands of psychiatrists that do have a belief system outside of this human earthly realm, maybe they're actually helping a lot of these psychopaths. I mean, you got to think about this. Psychopaths will roam in many religious institutions, and a lot of them do not do these horrible things. That's the proof right there. The psychopaths that just blend right in, that are not doing these horrific things to people, it's all because of their faith. So on this video Saturday, approximately around 6 o'clock this morning, I uploaded a video saying that this is video Saturday. So I think that maybe this may be one of my most important videos for video Saturday today. It's just kind of like telling how I feel about this situation. I've been on this bike almost 9 minutes, or over 9 minutes, almost 10 minutes. And I'm going to end this video with this. I'm going to use myself as an example. If it wasn't for my faith in the Lord, I wouldn't be doing no video right now. I would already be in a grave site right now. That's the only reason I'm not in a gravesite, is because of my faith. And I believe that the Lord just has so much more for me to do. Even if he just had one more day for me to do it, that's up to the Lord. But I'll even say this, even if it's my own son, y'all, if he gonna not act like a psychopath or act like an undiagnosed psychopath, that's his only way out. It's completely submitting to the Lord, like he wants you to do. And it's the same way for your son or daughter, nieces and nephews, cousins, parents. They gotta have a faith level, y'all. And once they start studying on the dark world, and I don't really like to use that word, the dark world, because I think darkness as far as skin color is just beautiful. I mean the wicked and evil world. And once that psychopath starts tapping into that wicked world of believing that there is no spiritual realm outside of ourselves, then that psychopath is in a lot of danger. Because the only true and real medication for living and being able to function with psychopathy is your faith. Nothing else. It has to be your faith and your belief in the Lord and your willingness to truly believe that I'm put here to do righteous things. Ain't no medication, ain't no pill for psychopathy. That's one of the only conditions where they're actually not put on a bunch of medications. And so keep this in mind. And so what I want you to do is maybe accept the fact that no matter what our conditions are, those conditions will only get better through prayer and faith. And really being disciplined with it. Trying to develop some sort of discipline. And in every single case, when that psychopath decides to put that belief or their faith, because some of them, at first they believed in the Lord. And then they decide, okay, I don't want to believe in the Lord because the psychopath wants the power. And so as soon as they determine that they have more power than the Lord, and they start studying about things that are not encouraging us to have a faith level or a belief in a universe outside of us that has the spiritual realm. I mean, think about it. Even in Buddhism, there's a spiritual realm that's outside of ourself, right? And so once a psychopath decides to discount all of it, all religion, they just say, that's crap. I don't believe in none of that. Then that psychopathy takes over because they got rid of the medication. And the medication would be their faith. I love y'all so much. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I appreciate you for tuning in to Video Saturday today and being here on this channel with me with the Advanced Insight. And I'm going to continue to produce more videos. Please leave a comment. I love my favorite people that comment, that keep me encouraged and keep me on this channel. And reassure me that, yes, I'm doing the right thing. And if you feel you might be a psychopath yourself, or there's someone in your family that has this condition, share this video, get diagnosed. And your medication is giving the Most High and the Lord all control. And trust me, you won't do anything bad anymore like you once did. You will become you. And those traits will be just like dormant. They'll be just put down somewhere, and you can live a more successful, safe life, and your family and everything will have so much more respect for you. Please like, share, and subscribe, and like I said, leave a comment. And I appreciate y'all so much. I hope this resonated with you. Bye.